Hi everybody, Andy and Ray from ACW Racing. Hope this finds you well on this very warm sunny day here. I thought I'd do something a little bit different. 9 weeks to go now till we go racing, so I thought I'd give you a driver's eye view of the car, show you what kind of environment I'm going to be working in. It's clearly a very hot and sweaty one today. Probably would be even worse if I was in my racing suit and helmet and gloves and things, but let's give you a quick guided tour of the car. So here we go. Here is the sort of view from the driver's seat here. Steering wheel, 2 dials, nice view out the window there. So what do we got here? We got a removable steering wheel, which is a great anti-theft device here. We've got 2 dials, our rev counter and our speed, miles an hour, things like that. On the rev limiter, you'll see on the rev counter, you see we got to 7,000 there. It's a road legal car, so it has indicators, washers, things like that. You'll notice there's a really big gap here between the two, which is very useful because when you're racing, the last thing you want to be doing is indicating, telling people you're going to turn a corner, and potentially spraying your windscreen with water, which wouldn't be the best. So here's a look. This is the kind of the management system, I guess. Very simple, very basic, but does the job. So we've got 3 dials up here. I've got my fuel, my water temperature, and my oil pressure, which is useful. I've got this little black box here, which is operated by a box behind me, my Race Logic system. So that gives me all my data. So me and Samir from Your Data Driven can analyze it and look at where we can find those extra tenths. It will also tell me the lap I'm on and whether I'm up or down on my lap, so I know exactly where I am and what I'm doing and where I need to push more. So here are all the buttons, not many of them. I've got a heated windscreen, fog light, hazard light, normal lights, and the horn is here. I've got my power and my ignition system here. So there's a set system I have to go to start and stop the car. It's not your standard turn the key and go or just push one button. I have to go through a set sequence. Got my temperature, which is all red, which is useful. No blue there for cool. We do have air conditioning. It's not very good, doesn't work that well, but you don't really need it when you're racing because it'll be draining power from the engine. So that'll be switched off, and we've got our 3-speed fans here. Got a little charger, 12 volt here. Got a red button. Never push or pull the red button, because that red button there is linked to this baby here, the fire extinguisher. And the last thing you want, especially when you've got passengers, and especially when the kids are in the car, the last thing I want them to do is pull the red button, because I don't want it to be full of foam. So we've got our fuse box here and a little metal plaque, which tells me it's handmade in England by somebody with an absolutely shocking signature, so I can't tell you who built it. There's not much else, I'm afraid. It's pretty much just fiberglass, carbon fiber, roll cage. That's about it. No creature comforts. There's a bit of carpet, but I've got where my little man sits here. So he's got his booster seat and his ear defenders, because it is very noisy in here. There is no soundproofing, and we're literally sat on top of the engine. So there's the harness, the seat belt, and the view out the back. There's not a lot. It's just roll cage and a bit of a sort of a plastic window. You can't see the spoiler there. It's got one of my fabulous partners, inspiredequity.com signature and website on there, which absolutely sets the car off. It's incredible. Just here we've got the video logic and the Race Logic system, the video box as such. So that operates these 2 cameras here. So I've got one that looks out the front window. I've got one that looks at the controls, so you'll be able to see what my hands are doing, and you see what I'm doing as such, which I'll be uploading when we go racing in 9 weeks today. So I hope you've enjoyed the view. Hope you've enjoyed looking around the cockpit of my little Ginetta G40, which I'll be racing in the GRDC Championships 9 weeks today. So thanks for watching.